What's going on, guys? Aero here, and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, it's the one that you guys have been waiting for. I am finally going to be doing a face reveal for you guys. And some of you might be wondering, well, Aero, why are you doing one now? Like, what was the reason that caused you to do one? And if you guys didn't know, for the past couple of years, I've always been making like little bets on Twitter anytime there's a Nintendo Direct or some big event happening about what they could show. And I've always said if any of these ever end up being wrong, I would do a face reveal, and sure enough, that finally happened last month with that Pokemon Direct that happened early in the year. The day before that Direct happened, I put up a tweet on Twitter saying, alright, if any of these get revealed tomorrow, I'll do a face reveal. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on the Switch, Pokepark 3, Pokemon Stadium Snap Battle Revolution XD ports or new games for any of them, cut Pokemon added back into Sword and Shield, or Diamond and Pearl remakes, which I said lol for because I really didn't think that they were actually going to happen, which they didn't. But of course, two of these things did happen and end up being true. The first one being Pokemon Mystery Dungeon on the Switch. We did get the reveal that Pokemon Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team are both going to be remade on the Nintendo Switch. And even if I wanted to argue against that and say that it doesn't count because it's not really a new Mystery Dungeon game, the other thing that's also confirmed to be happening is cut Pokemon that were straight up not even in Sword and Shield are going to be added into those games. Pokemon like Volcarona and Kingdra, which weren't even in like the code of the games, they're going to be added back. So yeah, this is basically a fair and square loss. And now it's time to do the face reveal. So yeah, this is my face reveal, this is what I look like. Definitely comment down below and let me know if this kind of matches what you guys thought I'd look like. I think it's always kind of fun to see what people think you'd look like and then you actually do the face reveal. But actually, the guy who made my avatar, the one that I have like down here, you guys see it in all my videos, the guy who made that, I just gave him basic descriptions of what I think I'd look like, and then he basically did it really well. Like, I think that that avatar really matches what I actually look like in real life. But now that you guys have seen my face, definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know if you guys think I'm right. I think that looks pretty similar to what I look like, but let me know what you guys think about that. Now, I didn't want this video to just be, here's my face, and then you guys leave, so I figured we could actually make it into a little Q&A video. I did ask you guys on Twitter a couple days ago for some questions, so in this video, I'm going to be trying to answer as many of those as I can. I'll also put some random gameplay here in the background so you guys can look at that. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, so the first question that we have here is from Weave, who says, do you plan on doing full-fledged gameplay videos sometime in the future? Smash gameplay, Pokemon, Let's Plays, etc. I've never really ever thought about making like any videos into a Let's Play series. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed with a lot of channels that usually like the first episode of a Let's Play will do really well. A lot of people tune in and watch, and maybe like the last episode to see the reaction to the ending. But a lot of people don't seem to care for like the middle. They don't really watch all of it. So I feel like if I ever did that for my channel, a lot of people wouldn't really care. So I think if I ever want to do gameplay, I'll just stick to like streaming it. That's worked in the past, so I think that's what I'll probably do. Alright, the next question that we have here is from Alex, who says, what are your thoughts on the complexity of the Kingdom Hearts franchise and the deep running lore that it is hard to understand, and do you believe that it would scare some people away from the franchise because of its complexity and about 400 hours of content? Now, I haven't fully played Kingdom Hearts myself yet. Like, I do have it in the back, it's on my backlog. I do want to play all the games at some point, but from what I've heard, like, you don't really need to understand everything to have a really good time with those games. You can still play all the Kingdom Hearts games, have a really good time, but that other stuff with like the lore and everything, that's just there if you really want to understand everything more, have an even more richer experience. So it's like optional stuff. Like, if people really want to get into that and learn about it, I probably will though, because I'm always interested in like the lore and story about games when I play. So I'll probably be like really into that type of stuff, but you don't need to have that to have a good time. So I think most people should be fine. They'll still have a good time with the games. Alright, the next question that we have here is from Extremely Tired, who says, if you could choose between a Xenoblade Chronicles 3 or a bundle of ports with Xenoblade X and Xenosaga all chapters, which would it be and why? Now, that's definitely a pretty interesting question. I've never really thought about it, but I'd probably go with the Xenoblade X or Xenosaga ports. Reason being is that they've already said that they do have ideas for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and they do want to work on it at some point. So the way I see it, Xenoblade 3 is inevitably going to happen at some point. They're not just going to stop with Xenoblade 2, but the Xenoblade X and Xenosaga ports, we could very well never see those, so I really would want to have those on the Switch. I've heard that Xenosaga has an insanely good story, so I really do want to play it, so I'd probably go with that option. Alright, so the next question that we have here is from Dark Forest SJ, who says, who or what inspired you to do YouTube? I don't really have like a clever answer to that. Really what just happened was like, I think it was one day in like the winter break of 10th grade, I decided to make a YouTube channel, and the reason I did that was because I just wanted to have a small little community to talk about Nintendo and the stuff that I was excited for and like the rumors that I was looking forward to, and I just didn't have a whole bunch of friends that were like really passionate about Nintendo like me. Like, I had people that like Nintendo games, but they weren't super into it and didn't really keep up with all the news about what was happening, so I'd be wanting to talk about like Bayonetta getting added to Smash and how sick that is, but they'd all be talking about like the new COD game and stuff like that. So I figured I'd make my own little YouTube channel, and yeah, here we are. And then we got a question here from Tony who just says Xenoblade. Yes, Xenoblade, amazing game, everybody should play it. Definitely go play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well as Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. That's coming out later this year. I'm super excited. Alright, Mudkip is asking, who is your favorite Animal Crossing villager? I don't know, there's really so many to choose from. Like, I have a lot of favorites. My absolute favorite Animal Crossing villager, though, I don't know if I could actually just choose one. I mean, one that I really like a lot is Apollo, the eagle. That one's really cool. I like him, so I'd probably say Apollo. Alright, Kellogg's is saying, what is your least favorite or most underwhelming game and why? I don't know, that's like a really hard thing to think of right away. I mean, my least favorite game or underwhelming game, like, I don't really know if there's a game that I absolutely hate, or like, I probably do have one, I just can't think of it. I mean, least favorite or most underwhelming? I mean, maybe like for underwhelming, I would say Mario Party 10 or like Paper Mario Color Splash. Like, those games looked promising, but then they really weren't all that good. At least I just didn't have a ton of fun with them. I'd probably say one of those two games, but maybe you guys have a different one. I can't really think of something like right off the bat, so I'd probably say one of those games. Alright, the next question here is from Jacob, who says, what is your most anticipated game of 2020 and beyond? I mean, for games that are coming out in 2020, definitely Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I had so much fun playing through Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Torna. I mean, like, I love those two games to death, so definitely Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, because I haven't played through Xenoblade 1, so this will be my first time playing through it, and to have an HD remake and experiencing that game, which so many people have told me is even better than 2, and I freaking love 2, so I think it'll be a really good time. That's definitely going to be my most anticipated game for this year, but also we don't know like a lot of the games that are coming out, so if Nintendo announces like Mario Kart 9 or some like really big game like Odyssey 2, I'll probably be really excited for those as well. But also, like, looking towards the future, I'm also very excited about Breath of the Wild 2. That's going to be a really awesome time as well. Alright, the next question here is from Super IG, who says, what is the best video game moment? I mean, I don't know, I have so many good memories with a lot of big video game moments. Definitely one that comes to my mind right off the bat is the Nintendo Switch reveal. I mean, back when it was still codenamed the NX, I remember going home every day looking at rumors and seeing what people were saying about the system, like thinking about what it could be like. So I remember that was like a really fun time for me, just wondering about the system. And when they finally made the announcement that they were going to show it in a small little 3-minute trailer, I was staying up all night like thinking about what they could show. And then I remember the next day I had school, so I was in class and it was going to go up at 10 o'clock, and I told my friends about it. We all had our phones like under our desks, bro, and we were like waiting for that thing to load, and then we all saw the trailer. Like, it was crazy. That was an amazing time. Also, like, some other times probably would be the Smash Bros. Ultimate teaser, like with the Inklings that happened at the end of that March Direct that happened 2 years ago. That was definitely an insane moment, so that was a really good time. And then, of course, the Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition remake that got announced last year. I was losing my mind over that, so those are definitely some of my favorite video game moments. Alright, the next question here is from Prototype G, who says, would you want a Smash DLC character based off of Breath of the Wild 2? And the answer to that is definitely yes. I would love that, but the character can't be Link, Zelda, or Ganon. I feel that Zelda is represented so poorly in Smash Bros. Because, like, they really just have multiple Links. They have Ganon, and then they have Zelda, and they have Sheik, which is also Zelda. Like, there's so many really good Zelda characters that they could add into Smash Bros. They could add like Impa, and in terms of Breath of the Wild, I really thought that they were going to add one of the champions as like a fighter, like Rivali or Bosa or someone. They didn't do that, so if Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be represented, it has to be like an actual new character from that game, maybe even one of the champions, because I definitely think that Zelda deserves some better representation. Alright, the next question that we have here is from Cosmic, who says, what makes a game memorable for you? Now, that's actually a very good question, and there's definitely a couple of things that fall into this for me. I mean, I would say that the number one most important thing for me would definitely be the story. If a game has like a really good and deep, rich story, I'm definitely going to remember that game a lot. It's going to be very memorable. That's got to be like why I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2 so much. I just fell in love with the story, with all the characters, and how deep it got. And I think that's probably like one of the biggest reasons why I love that game so much. So definitely the story. Number two would probably be like the characters. Like, if there's really good characters, if the designs of the characters are nice, if they got unique personalities, then you're definitely going to remember them a lot, so the game will be pretty memorable. And then number three would probably also be like the difficulty of the game. Surprisingly, I feel like if a game was difficult for you, if you remember struggling at some boss fights and stuff, you're going to tend to remember that game more. I definitely do think a lot of people can agree with me in that. Like, why do you think a lot of people remember their Champion Cynthia battle or like their Gym Leader Whitney battle? So if the game was challenging at some parts, it's definitely going to be memorable. And then also the last thing, it's not super important to me, but if a game has some really good music, like the Champion Cynthia theme, bro, that thing is really awesome. So anything like that, if there's really good music, then the game is also going to be very memorable because you're going to remember those tracks. Now the next question here is from Spooky Max, who says, which do you think caused the biggest outrage, Byleth in Smash or the Dex cut? Now if you want my opinion, I still think that the one that had the more significant outrage would be the National Dex cut. Reason being is that in Pokemon Sword and Shield, people were just really upset because a lot of their fan favorite Pokemon were just not going to be in the games because of this, whereas in Smash Bros. Ultimate, all of your previous characters were already in the game, so if your favorite was cut before in the past, they're already in the game now. Byleth was just like a brand new character that a lot of people didn't like. It's like if they introduced a new Pokemon and a lot of people didn't like the design of it. The thing with Sword and Shield is a lot of people's favorite Pokemon from the past were just not in it, plus I think Pokemon's community is a little bit bigger than Smash's anyway, so I'd probably say the National Dex cut. And finally, the last question that we have here is from Tammy, who says, who is your favorite Fire Emblem 3 Houses character? And the thing with that though is I still haven't beaten Fire Emblem 3 Houses yet, and I do want to do all of the different paths and see what like all the characters are like, so I can't say for certain yet. I'm still playing through the Black Eagle's house right now, so out of the characters that I met so far in the Black Eagle's house, I'm not even that far into it. Probably my favorites would be like Dorothea or Petra. I really like the way that Petra talks, is pretty funny, so probably her for now, but I can't say for certain yet. I mean, like once I beat the game, maybe another character will be like one that I really like a lot. So for now, Petra, but I can't say for certain yet. And so that's going to do it for all the questions that you guys asked. Now, a bunch of you guys did ask for the face reveal. You guys said, where's the face reveal? When's it coming? So, I mean, this is the video. So I just had them all right here for you guys. But this is the face reveal. I mean, that's pretty much the video right here. I didn't want to make it to just be like, here's the face reveal and you don't have anything else. So I decided to make it a little Q&A so you guys can learn a little bit about myself as well. I had pretty fun doing this. I mean, I was going to do a face reveal at some point. I just was waiting for the right time. And plus, the way that I record is usually in like a pretty dark place. So it wouldn't have made a lot of sense to have a face cam all the time. I mean, I got some lighting here so I can actually have a good face cam this time. I bought this face cam. I don't know if I'll be able to make all my videos with face cam now. I mean, I can try for some videos. I still think that I'll probably be off face cam for most videos, but for streams, when I'm live streaming stuff like directs and just like playing through games, I'm gonna try as much as I can to have a face cam. So that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Definitely be sure to click that like button if you guys enjoyed the video, and also comment down below, ask me some more questions if you have any. I'll try to go through the comments and reply to as many of those as I can, so definitely be sure to do that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I mean, YouTube, like for the past couple of months, just hasn't been the best for me. I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. I'm definitely going to be trying to do some new things on the channel now. I mean, I even have a face cam now, so hopefully we can do some new stuff and definitely make it a better place. So I'm definitely going to be trying that. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely be sure to follow me on Twitter at Aero. Join the Discord as well. We've got a bunch of people in there that are always talking about Pokemon and Smash, so definitely join that. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Peace.